Well, I have been asked by a number of people with the prominence of Sam Garrett. And in my newer songs, we're talking about the three new songs, Om, Namaste, and Samsara. These with the Indian themes, the Indian names, titles to the songs, and the Indian sounds and instrumentation. This has been a transition for me towards the Indian sound, which is my heritage. But people have been asking me, what do I think of Sam Garrett, who is a Western artist who plays in an Indian temple setting? He's obviously taken on Hinduism as his religion, and I have become a Christian. So I am like the flip side of Sam Garrett in the Christian church. But that first and foremost, I would say I love his music. As a musician, this is something that musicians possibly only would understand. He plays the 1-4-5 chord progressions in the Indian temple, and I've heard his music in the context of some of the other music that they play there with the Indian artists. Now, this is something for musicians, that Sam Garrett will play the traditional Western 1-4-5 chord progressions. Now, I have moved away from that, not really thinking after listening to Sam Garrett that I'd like to do more of that. One of my favorite songs that I'd love to do is Knocking on Heaven's Door, and it's just those three chords over and over again. So I'd love to, do a good version. I've played it a little, but I haven't practiced it enough. But basically, my music as a whole, if you listen to Om, Namaste, and Samsara, is moving in the opposite direction. My music is moving towards the traditional Indian melodies with the Indian instruments. And what you find with Sam Garrett, which is very heartwarming, is that he's playing his music in the Indian temple along with the other Indian musicians who are playing the traditional Indian sounds. Of course, his wife, I guess, is there with him and plays the Indian accordion like keyboard instrument. That's a traditional, and Sam plays the guitar. He has a beautiful voice. He can hit some high notes also, I'll tell you. I would call myself, the flip side of Sam Garrett. He's playing Western sounds in an Indian temple. I'm playing Indian sounds in a Western temple or church. And they play our music together on the playlist on YouTube because, he traditionally plays with Indian musicians anyway. So my music and Sam Garrett's music, you can play them side by side, one after the other. I think he's a great musician. Earth Faith here, signing off.